Microphone check. 1, 2. All right. Jeez. What are we gonna do? Get ready for the vibes. That's what we're about to do. Just too many dang tabs open, man. I'm gonna start fresh. Which means closing all my tabs. Got so many windows open, man. Alright, what's first? I did a bunch of changes last night that I have not pushed to production yet. Maybe I will do that. But I think I need to get some... Oh man, I'm a little bit nervous. I did a lot of vibe coding last night. And I have so many changes that... And I'm pretty sure something's gonna break. Hey, FTB lag, thank you very much for that. Hydrates. Cheers. Alright, there are some migrations that I have to run. Let me try and find those first. I'm gonna delete these dang Ralph logs. Not necessary anymore. I think these are my migrations that I gotta add. But which ones have I run, man? Did I hit this one already? I think so. What's this? Blazer Bucks. Yeah. Maybe this is the next one I gotta hit. And then this one. Alright, ran those migrations. Now I need to see if I need any environment variables that I might be missing. I need a sentry thing. I need umami. That's what I need now. That's what I'm setting up right now, man. So, website ID. Let me move this to another screen, man. For now, at least. Because I gotta edit my environment variables. But I gotta find these things first. Why don't this thing just give me the things I need, man? Where's... was looking for my ID. There we go. Website ID. Let me think here. How to put these environment variables in my thing. Hold up, man. Website ID. And then the script. All right. And I think I need to add these to my Supabase as well. No, not Supabase. To my Coolify. I'm doing that on my other screen. Are any other environment variables that I might need? Not sure. Let me just take a look real quick. Endless curiosity. What's happening, man? Good morning. It's going all right. Just vibe coding all my days away. I've been really focused on Typeblazer the last few weeks, and I think it's coming along nicely. And I think this project has given me the confidence I needed for vibe coding something bigger. So that's what's going on right now. I'm about to deploy a new version of my website, the Typeblazer site, and there's so many changes coming that I'm 100% certain something's about to break. So I'm about to find out what's gonna break. Maybe this is a sign that I need to set up some different environments. I only have one environment right now, and it's production, you know. This is a new screen arrangement, just straight terminals and agents. Yeah, this is how I've been doing it offline. But when I set my agents up, I just have them like this. It's been interesting. All right, let me build my images. Hopefully it will build. Let me just make sure I'm on main branch. Everything's pulled in. Yeah, so I have like a review bot that's just checking for PRs, and it reviews them and merges them automatically, so I don't have to like manually merge things or whatever anymore. This thing just pulls the latest PR. It even rejected a PR, man. Check this out. I was trying to increase my multiplayer room size. Look, it rejected this one. Increase max multiplayer room size from 15 to 100. I had another agent send this PR out, and then the review bot turned it down, man. It was like, needs architectural work before raising defaults, and it listed a bunch of reasons why this is not a safe change. Did the calculations on performance and whatever. I was like, man, this is looking like a dangerous submission, so it's gonna block it. And then it told me I need to address a few things first, like all of these things before raising the limit. So then I had another bot look at this little summary here of all the things that we should implement before raising the limit, and I had it create issues for all of these things. So like, I think this is probably the biggest one right here. Server side progress batching. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't really looked at the code, so I don't know what's going on there. I just know that it kind of works right now. So I think once we get these things in, we're gonna raise that limit. Because man, I had a limit of 15, and then I got a big raid from Theo with like 500, 600 people, man. And then immediately I put up a multiplayer room. I was like, dang, I wish I didn't have this 15 player limit so I could like stress test it, or just to see how big it can get before it falls apart. But maybe I don't even need to do that with real people to know that it's probably gonna fall apart, man. So anyways, here are the issues that the thing created. These however many, 7 issues. I think there's gonna be some UI changes that need to be done for a room that big, and also the batching, wherever the batching on the server side. I think those are 2 of the probably most important things for raising our limits. Anyways, all right, we just built all the image. Much more fun to stress test with real people. Yeah. Hey, congrats on the big raid. Thanks, I guess. I didn't do anything except just hang out on stream. Anyways, what are we doing? Oh yeah, we just rebuilt those images. Now I'm just gonna deploy it, see what happens. Did I forget to do anything? Probably did. What did that say? Latest configuration not applied. Uh-oh. Did I not save my environment variables? Oh, you guys can't see this. Oh, I did save them. Alright, here we go, man. Is it gonna work? Is it gonna break? Alright, let me see. Before I pull it up, man, let me see what's going on in here. I think we got some Blazer bucks coming. I think report a game or report a passage button, profile hover card, and click on their name to go to their profile. We got some stuff for the leagues that's not really shown right now. Typing bots that are also for testing. Passage of the days coming, analytics, and avatars, and a shop for the Blazer books. Let's see, man. Refresh. Alright, there's my Blazer books. Dang, everything just works? Can't be. I'd be so surprised if everything just works. Alright, my Blazer bucks are up there. Except it looks like Bitcoin symbol or something, man. Let me try the shop. I have a basic avatar. I think these avatars need work. Looks a little silly, to be honest. But as long as it's functional, I'll keep like improving on it. There's my little avatar down there. What else did I add? I said daily passage. Let me try the daily passage. Alright, today's leaderboard, no results yet. Maybe I should change this so that the leaderboard shows your results immediately. Alright, let me start making these issues, man. Here we go. Passage of the day leaderboard is blank after I just finished a passage. Alright, I just did the passage of the day. I was the first person to do the passage of the day, but then I got a blank leaderboard. I think the leaderboard should never be blank because after you finish the passage of the day, you should be on the leaderboard. Maybe I said something confusing because the leaderboard can be blank if no one did the passage of the day. But what I meant to say is after you finish the passage of the day, you should see your name appear on the leaderboard immediately in the results. All right, there's an image. I should label this a bug. All right, let's find more bugs, man. And then I guess you have 2 chances. Oh, it says 1 attempt per day, but then I get a next chance right here. Already completed. Alright, next issue. I can do passage of the day multiple times. Jeez, I should have... Where's the dang screenshots, man? I was able to do the passage of the day a second time, even though I already did it 1 time. After I finished the second time, it showed me a message that said I'm only allowed to do it once per day. Let's make it so that once the user has already done the passage of the day, they cannot do it again. M. Umarimar, what's happening? You know Theo and Prime. I know of them. I don't know them personally. I don't really know anybody personally, man. I'm just in my little corner of the Twitch streaming world here. I don't really socialize much with other streamers, to be honest. I'm kind of a loner. The only other streamers I socialize with are streamers from my community who do LeetCode and stuff, but I'm not really out there networking with general people. Anyways, what else we're gonna do here? And then the leaderboard is still empty, man. Passage of the day leaderboard. How do I get to the passage of the day leaderboard, and why is it empty after I completed a passage of the day? Alright, that's another bug with passage of the day. Alright, should we try and spend some Blazer bucks? High Potential, welcome to the party. Hope your week been well. Hey, this week has been bumping, man. Lots of progress. Hey, I got 10 Blazer bucks. Oh, there's another bug. After earning Blazer bucks from any type of race, we should get some type of notification. After you earn Blazer bucks from doing the passage of the day or a single player practice or a multiplayer or whatever, man, championship race, we should see some type of notification that we earned those Blazer bucks. Do you think LeetCode is necessary now in vibe coding era? I think LeetCode is necessary as long as companies are asking LeetCode in their interviews, and I don't think that has changed for big tech companies. Maybe for smaller companies, they might not focus on LeetCode that much. maybe not. Maybe they do. I'm not sure. But I know big tech companies, 100%. It's majority leak code in the technical interview. So do I think it's necessary? I think it's necessary if you want a job in a big tech company. Beyond that, I don't think it's necessary. Like, you don't need leak code to know how to program. But I think you do need it if you want to work at big tech. Or you just need to be extremely lucky. All right, what else should we test? Analytics, should we see if our things are working? Yeah, I see traffic on my thing, so I guess that works. What else? Leagues, I'm not in leagues right now. Oh, hover on the username to click on their profile. Let's see that. Is it on the leaderboards? Where is it? Oh, there it is. The hover is a little bit slow. M. Angelo, welcome to the party, man. What's happening? What resources do you recommend for someone new to algorithms and data structures? Are you new to programming as well? Or are you a seasoned programmer who's never studied DSA? Because I think if you're a new programmer, I think you should pick a language and get familiar with that language. And then learn some data structures and then learn algorithms. Seasoned but never studied. Okay. This is actually who I was a few years ago. And I would recommend to just brush up on your data structures. Because maybe some of these data structures, you've never used them because they're so popular in algorithms, maybe they're not popular in your line of work. So data structures like queues, stacks, hash maps, sets, whatever, you should know when to use them, what the time complexity of operations are on them. You should know about like priority queues or heaps or whatever and stuff. And then you should move on to like some basic algorithms. I have a list of algorithms that I think are important here. Starting with more common ones, like 2-pointer is a common one. Like learning how to use hash maps effectively for some algorithms are important too, because you'll use some interesting techniques with hash maps. Binary search is a big one. I know maybe you know about binary search, but implementing it without any errors is different than just knowing the idea behind binary search. You'll deal with a lot of off by ones if you haven't practiced a lot. I recommend getting your binary search on points where you should be able to implement it without thinking too much. Basically, you should have a template where you always implement it the same way. So I recommend just going down the list and learning, not in any particular order here. Maybe I should order these in a specific order, but generally like the more advanced algorithms are towards the bottom, kind of. So I'd say just pick one topic or one specific algorithm and drill that algorithm for 1 full day or 2 full days or however long you need until you're comfortable implementing a standard, that standard algorithm. And then you can dive deeper and try and think about small twists and little like tweaks you can do to the algorithm to solve different problems. And then that's basically how you get good at algorithms, man. You just keep doing them. Love it. That's why I asked. Yeah, I've been in the industry for 12 years. I've gotten by without knowing algorithms, but for the interviews that require whiteboarding, I always struggle. Hey, no worries, man. I was a developer for 7 years before I even knew what the hell a linked list or binary tree was, man. I find branchless programming interesting. I'm not sure what branchless programming is. Anyways, should we try the shop? I didn't even see my avatar, man. This is the original Type Blazer character, they say. I guess those feet, I guess everybody got that. Dang, I don't have enough money to buy anything. You're an inspiration. Thanks. Love watching your stream. Hey, thank you very much for tuning in, man. Yeah, I think I do this for myself. Like this streaming, it really helps me be more productive. But I also do it because I realize that there's a lot of people out there who could also benefit from the stream, you know. Hey, dang, what the heck is going on, man? What are you doing? Thank you very much for the 5 gifted. How come I didn't hear anything? Speakers are low. There we go. Thank you so much, M. Angelo. 5 gifted. I got 3 underscores in there. Look at that. Thank you so much. It's like using operations and shifting masking to eliminate branches and thus improving performance. I have no idea what you're talking about, man. AFK forever. Welcome to the party, man. Yeah, thank you very much. M. Angelo. Wait, minimize or eliminate conditional branches like if, else, or switch statements? Question mark. Oh, that's what you're saying? How much improvement in performance do you get, man? Like, who needs that crazy performance to start like taking out if statements or whatever like that, unless you have so many if statements or something. All right. Oh, branchless. What is this? This is some assembly stuff, man. I've never heard of this, but I'm also not really a computer scientist. I'm just a scrub from the digital streets, man. Uber newbie, what's happened? I like the color scheme on Type Racer. Or are you talking about Type Blazer, man? Type Racer looks different than mine, so I don't know if you're talking about them or mine. Anyways, I meant Type Blazer, yeah. I do it all the time too, man. I call my own damn website Type Racer, but it's supposed to be a Type Racer competitor. All right, I need some more money to buy an avatar. Can I just cheat and give myself $100 in the database? Type Racer looks like it was built for Internet Explorer. Yeah, I don't think they've updated their styling since 1999, man. I think I might have really signed up for Type Racer while I was still using Internet Explorer, man. The site is so old. And then I pay for premium. But if you don't pay for premium, there's so many dang ads all over the place. And I hate the site, but I keep going back to it. Anyways, oh, that's supposed to be fire blazing. I see. Dang, that's kind of interesting. Spoopdy, what's happening? What's happening? All right, I'm gonna give myself some money to buy buy stuff here. Where my Blazer bucks at, man? Well, man, I don't want to mess up the database. I'm not sure. Because there's like a Blazer Bucks ledger, you know, in my thing. Alright, I have 43. Maybe I can just make some money real quick by just doing one race. I don't even know how I make money in this game. And then we need some passages without numbers, man. The numbers are messing everybody up. Alright, let me see. Did I make some Blazer bucks? I made 5 Blazer bucks from that. Nice. Let me do one more, and then I can buy a dang new avatar. Alright, 53 Blazer bucks. Let's go shopping, man. What is this? Hype chest? Will you try to monetize this? I will probably try, but I'm not sure how yet, man. Right now, I'm mainly focused on trying to grow. Well, right now I'm focused on building the site. Then I'm focused on growing the site. Then I'll think about how I can monetize in a nice way. I don't want to like just lock everything behind a paywall or have it pay to win or buy Blazer bucks or something like that. I don't want to put ads everywhere either, so I'm not sure how I'm going to monetize. AFK forever, what's happening? Is this a hobby project or something you intend to monetize? It's a little bit of both. It's more like a starter project for me, for my vibe coding journey. I want to build something and I want to vibe code it. But this isn't the ultimate thing that I want to build. This is more like a tutorial for me. If I can successfully build TypeBlazer, then maybe I can take on the next challenge, which is a little bit more bigger scope and more complicated. But I think I'm getting a little bit drawn into TypeBlazer because it's been so much fun. And I think I'm at the point now where I feel confident that I can vibe something more complex than this. So that's kind of what this project is for me. And it took me about, I'd say, 5 weeks of vibe coding in 2 sessions. So maybe 3 or so weeks this time and 2 weeks last year. I started this on Opus 4.1 or something like that, man. In Rosys, what's happened? What platform are you using for vibe coding? I've used almost Claude Code exclusively. I've done a little bit with Codex. Codex maybe did like 2, maybe 3 issues on my website. But the other 200 or so issues have been solved by Opus. Hey, in Rosys, check out the TypeBlazer. Let's try it out. Let's try the multiplayer room. I haven't tried out the multiplayer since I pushed a huge update this morning. So let's see if it's still working, man. Alright, we got 1 guest. We got Spoopty in the house. 2 guests. Alright, you guys ready? 4 of us. That's enough, man. About to start. Oh. 5 of us. Here we go. These are hard words. Man, super hard words. I guess that's Enrosis, Guest Lion. The little avatars look kind of weird, but they're like the first iteration. All right, Guest Lion, first place. I guess that's Enrosis. Second, Spook did third. Very nice. What is generating these corpuses? What are you talking about, man? Wait, every time we get the hardest words to type. Wait, what do you mean corpsuses? Like the text blog? Oh, man, where you find that word from? They're all AI generated. But I've scraped like 1,000 Wikipedia articles, and then I use those articles to generate like random interesting facts from those things. So right now I have about 900 passages. We can do one more. Hey, they're spectating. I think I caught everybody off guard there. Maybe that's a bug because spectators can't play in the next thing. I'd want spectators to be able to join. Maybe I should make an issue of that. I gotta rewind that as an ad. Oh yeah, so I was saying, you don't have to rewind, man. I'll just say, yeah, they're all generated. I scraped like 1,000 Wikipedia articles, and then I feed each article to like my fact generator, and then it tries to generate some facts. Each article turns into around 15 or so passages or facts or whatever. And then it's pretty, I'd say these passages are a lot harder than TypeRacer. I think TypeRacer has a lot more simple words, easy 1-syllable, 2-syllable words. But since I'm scraping everything from Wikipedia, man, there's a lot of science words and proper nouns, and it's tough. So yeah. I was joined but didn't join. It put me in spectate. Even in the next round, yes, I have to document that issue. When a player joins as a spectator in multiplayer mode, they can't become a participant. Whenever a player joins late, they join as a spectator in multiplayer. After that race is finished, they should have the option of being a participant and not only a spectator. Maybe spectators are only spectators if they join late and they become participants otherwise. Or maybe there's a button to spectate or whatever. Figure it out, man. That's what I tell the AIs. The text blobs are generated from Wikipedia articles that I scraped. So I'm going to show you my passages. I have about 1,000 passages right now, and they're all categorized by, where I pull them from, like which Wikipedia article. And there's a source as well. Like this one was from Whiskey, the Wikipedia page for whiskey. This one was for pharmacology, whatever that is. That's how it works for now. But I have plans to expand the passages with more than just Wikipedia articles. I'd like to do maybe like some proverbs or famous quotes or sayings and stuff like that, How about this for a potential issue? I was AFK, but it kept me as a participant. Maybe a timer to move a participant to spectate if AFK. Oh, yeah, that might be a good one. Let me say, move participant to spectator if they are AFK. Sometimes people just leave their computer and they forget to go in spectator mode. if they did a race and they didn't press any buttons or whatever, they should automatically be put into spectator mode the next time. All right, thank you very much for flagging these issues. But so far, it seems to be like working for the most part. And one of the biggest features on the website is this idea of a championship race. The championship race is once an hour on the hour if you live in a time zone that is not a half-hour time zone like in India. So once an hour on the hour, and these championship races, if you participate in them, you get Blazer bucks, but you also get ELO is supposed to be coming soon, and all types of stuff just for the championship race though. So you can view the previous championship races. I just got the championship races stabilized on Wednesday. Wednesday was the first day where everything was working the full day. And yesterday, another day where it was working fully. And today, I hope it still works. And this is Type Blazer, and there's more features coming, man. I'm just trying to not take my time, but do one thing at a time, I guess. Would you add chat room for multiplayer? Eventually, I would, but I don't know if I want to add it like right now. I kind of like not having to worry about people being mean to each other on my website. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you can just send like emojis or hi or wow, kind of like how some games do it, like Hearthstone. Yeah, I don't want to moderate shit, man. So I might just have it where you can send emotes, like predetermined emotes to communicate, because maybe you can, I don't know, man. I just want the focus to be typing and whatever. You can chat, but only by filling in pre-made messages. First one to finish typing it gets to send it. Nobody else. Might be interesting. All right, so those avatars looked a little bit funky. I'm not gonna lie. Wait, I was supposed to go spend my Blazer bucks. I got 69 Blazer bucks right now. So let me go buy a new avatar. But these avatars are all whack. I want them to be cool. Oh, I can buy accessories. Dang, I got shades on. Got a top hat. Wait, I can buy different colors. Oh, yeah. I want a green guy. So I just spent my bucks. It works. The orange penis avatars. Yeah, maybe. Blazer bucks sounds like something one uses to pick up from the plug. Yeah, maybe. Don't worry, my guy has a rewards program. We get the next O for free. Hey, that's a crazy rewards program to get an. Hey, does your name mean something else? That I always thought it just meant high potential, but now I see what type of high potential it means, man. I didn't know you get down like that. Anyways, so I just spent my Blazer bucks on this. All right, but it says I own it, but I can still buy it. That's a bug. Let me put that new issue in there. When I buy an item from the avatar shop, it still says I can purchase it. I purchased a new color for my avatar, but then it doesn't, there's no indication that I own that item. We should put something that says owned, or maybe even make a different page for your inventory. You have a little made with love tag above the options. Should that be on the bottom? Man, I'm trying to take that out completely. Let me make a bug for that. I'm trying to take out a few things because, I didn't actually tell AI to put the ultimate typing challenge here. I might take that out, but I'll leave. This one is okay. This one sucks, man. Built with love for typing enthusiasts. That sounds lame. I'm gonna take that off. Let me find it right now. It was not built with love, man. It was built with vibes. Take this text out from the bottom. It doesn't even align properly on all screens. No indication you own it. Sounds like buying anything in America. Yeah. Hey, maybe you can lease the color for $5 Blazer bucks a month. On your screen, it's on the bottom. Yeah, I went on my MacBook Air on Type Blazer, and everything was a lot bigger for me. I guess it's kind of like, it looked like this, I suppose, zoomed in. All right. Man, they took out the credits button too. And what's in options? All right, we have, what else we're trying to look at, man? You must complete 2 prompts a month and increase your top score by at least 1 WPM to keep the color. Yeah, maybe. Blazer bucks, man. All right. Should we try to fix some of these things? That looks so lame, though. I need to get like real images or something. So we buy, let me see, a fire trail, electric, ice trail, a halo, cool shades. Man, I need more money. I'm gonna buy a trail, man. I'm gonna buy the ice trail. I'm broke. And then here's my little guy down there. But he's not even doing anything down there, man. Oh, no, he's doing it. Maybe I don't have the things equipped. Oh, yeah, I gotta equip it. And then, yeah, I bought green and it didn't save either. And I got the sunglasses, man. It didn't save. So I got my sunglasses and I got my trail. What is determining rarity of these items? Yeah, I don't know, man. I just told the dang LLMs to make me a shop. Yeah, but maybe we should have some drops for like every championship race you do, you get a gift package or something. And then you can get some items in there. Hey, my guy didn't change. I saved the changes and my guy is still, let me refresh. See, my guy is still orange or whatever, man. Oh, these are definitely not changing. Alright, let me put the ice trail. Failed to save avatar. Look at that. I didn't see that. Let's see why. You do not own Ice Trail. What are you talking about, man? I just bought that with my money. Alright, how about this one? Alright, that's a bug. Let me... The website says I do not own an item that I just purchased when I try to equip it. I purchased a bunch of shit from the avatar shop, and then whenever I try to equip it or save it to my avatar, I get an error from the server saying I do not own that item. Alright, let's start fixing some of these bugs, man. We got a lot. Scammed, yeah. Vibe Rarity. You hosting this on a VPS? No, I have a dedicated server. Took your money and told you I don't own it. That's a shady shop. Here we go. Let me show you my flow. I've also made these agent things, man. I can't wait to show you how I use them. I'm about to use them right now, but I gotta take my agent loop here and updates this thing. My review loop. I think my reviewer is still running. Yeah, this. So I have a Claude Code agent that is constantly scanning my repository for open PRs. Anytime a PR gets opened, it immediately reviews it. So I have this just running all the time. So now I just assign my agents work and I tell them once they're ready, just open a PR and push everything to that PR or whatever. And then it gets reviewed automatically. Clarence still giving you trouble? No, Clarence is doing all right. So now, all right, can I just clear all these because it's a little bit overwhelming. All right, everything's cleared out. Oops. Now let me start assigning issues to these things. Let me kill this guy. Let me put Claude up here real quick. Which plan do I use? I use the $200 a month plan. All right, first issue. Let's see. The biggest issue, I'd say 460. So I'm gonna say do issue. Wait. What was my agent thing called? Agent team, and then issues 460. But I'm gonna just copy this. And then what else we're gonna do? 459. And then 458. Oh, should I do 458? Maybe I should tell him, maybe I should wait till 460. Let's do 456. And let's do 452 for now. Oh shit. And that's it, man. Championship race. Thank you very much for the reminder. All right, while those things are solving world hunger, let's go do the championship race. Wait, lobby open. Championship race. Once an hour, every hour on the hour. Race starts in less than 1 minute. Ain't no way, bro, is anything on our max plan. Yeah, 200. And I'm about to hit my limits with the 200 plan. Simon the Code Review, Claude. Have you ever considered using the Claude Code GitHub app? It's integrated with Claude Code Web, so you don't have to run a terminal process locally. I did consider it, but I have it reviewing with some local agents on this computer. And these agents are able to update their memory as time goes on and all types of stuff. But maybe you can do that with the Claude Code GitHub app. I'm not sure. But my agents take notes as they learn the code base and gotchas about the code base and whatnot. Man, this is too hard. Enrosis, easy championship for you, man. Still fast, 98. You're speaking true vibe coder now. Agent memory. Yeah, my agents all got good memory. All right, congratulations, Enrosis, for winning the championship race. That one wasn't as bad. No, man, it was bad for me. Yeah, so this whole site has been really fun for me, and I've been having a great time, like just doing the championship race every hour. Although no one shows up most of the time. It's usually me and my wife, but every now and then some other people, like Ricky Wong showed up yesterday. Um, but look at that. Enrosis got the championship that time. All right, let's see what's going on over here, man. I'd be careful with what goes into memory as opposed to cloud files. If you change computer, all memory knowledge is lost. Yeah, that's something I've been trying to think how I'm gonna fix, man, because the memory is really good. The memory is really good. I don't think the cloud files are utilized all the time for some reason. When I first started, I was putting everything in the cloud files, but it would constantly ignore my instructions, man. And I'd be like, hey, what the hell is going on? I'd be telling you to do something and you just ignore me every single time, man. Come on now. And then Claude told me if I want something to be done every single time, I got to put it in the memory. But now each agent has its own memory too. So each agent, that's why I keep it locally on this machine. My reviewer just runs on my Mac Studio. It's saved with it can be saved with the repo, I think, but I haven't gotten around to configuring that stuff yet. I have a note in memory telling it to consider if it would be better off putting it in cloud files instead. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe I should try something like that, but I haven't had great success relying on only cloud files. I thought memory in Cloud Code was just adding. No, memory is something that is relatively new in the last month or so. They've introduced this experimental feature, and the memory is different. I don't know how, man, but it's a little bit different. What resources did you look at to make this vibe code setup? I just experience, I guess. I just started vibe coding seriously about 5 weeks ago, and I've been slightly modifying my flow every day, for things that I see that need improvement. De Jesus, what's happening? I gotta get that. I really need an auto updating cloud file or memory system for maintaining continuity between chats. Yeah, the memory is good for that. But like Argson said, if you go onto another computer, your memory file is lost. So maybe you can upload it somewhere and like maybe a Git repository for all your memories or something like that. It's a problem that I might have sometimes, but I don't do anything about it because I only have two computers, and I just set my memory up on both of them. But I can see how it's annoying if you're always switching computers. About start studying and practicing. Very nice. All right, so let me see what these things are doing, man. It's implementing everything. So we're just waiting, really. And then the reviewer, no PRs open. So this is my vibe coding flow. Like, it's pretty chill. This is my usage for the week, or for all my usages, I guess, not just the week. And let me make it. I don't really care what these agents are actually saying, Can be watching. All right, Spoop this. See you later, man. Hey, it's Friday. Happy Friday. Love having your streams on in the background as I work, by the way. Very chilled. Hey, thank you very much, Argson. What type of tasks you give each agent? One for testing, one for SQL, etc. Is it like this? No. I have like a makeshift Ralph loop. But I don't run my Ralph loop in a loop. I run my Ralph loop to do one issue at a time, and I run multiple of them in parallel. But my Ralph loop creates an agent team or it uses the agents that I have locally on my machine as the agent team. And the Ralph loop will tackle one GitHub issue and use a complete agent team to do it. So that means I use let me show you my agents. Uh-oh. Where are my agents at, man? Oh, this is the wrong Claude. I'm about to say, my agents just all quit on me, man. The agents are project scoped, so, but you can choose whether they're project scoped or like user profile scoped. I chose my agents to be project scoped because they each have their own memory, and I want their memory to be only about things concerning type Blazor. I don't want them to remember, like, I create other agents for other, I don't want my employees working multiple jobs, man. So I was going to show you these agents. Here's my agents, man. I got Cornelius, the code reviewer. Cornelius is running in this thing here. When one of the other agent teams creates a PR, Cornelius will review it. And then I got the C++ systems engineer. This one works on everything dealing with my server. Both my championship server and my multiplayer server are in C++. Then I have a devil's advocate on my team. This agent is designed to always ask questions and poke holes in designs and offering a different perspective than the other agents just to try to cover all cases. Then I have my front end coder that does all the front end stuff and API work. And then the principal engineer is supposed to be like the architect. So usually when I give an issue to one of these things, first it goes through the principal engineer and the devil's advocate, and they go back and forth to make a design. And then depending on what the design has in there, it goes to either the C++ systems engineer or the front end coder. And then once they do that, they'll create the PR and put it up there, and then it goes to Cornelius in the reviewer. And that's how my loops are. So each of these things here, they will construct my A team and send them on each of those issues that I have. But sometimes it doesn't work, man. Sometimes like they error out or they take too long and it times out in this little bash script that I have. Cornelius, wait, the clankers are unionizing now. It'll be funny once the AI teams can quit and you have to replace them. That won't be funny. Cornelius sounds like a nitpicky reviewer nobody likes but everyone needs. I don't know. That's nice to say about Cornelius, man. Would love to try these if you ever consider making your setup public, publishing a repo of instructions and files and all. You can make your own agents. I'll show you real quick. It's so easy to create an agent. You actually don't even need anything from me, man. All you need to do is, I guess you need instructions from me. But there is a great write-up from Anthropic teaching you how to use these agents. I just read that file. But you create an agent, you choose if it's project scope or personal. And then you just give a description. So I just say, hey, I want this agent to do this and this and this, and it will do it. So it's nothing crazy, man. It's not like I hand wrote all the agents, Do you have MD files that describe rule structure of your projects? I do. I have my Claude MD that talks about it's a mono repo. Talks about the structure, where everything is, and each of these has Claude files in them too. And then there's stuff in the memory. Each of the agents have their own memory with their own notes that are particular to their roles. So yeah, there's a lot of instructions there, but my code base isn't that crazy. It's really small. Anyways, that is how I set everything up. And the site is 100% vibe coded. I don't think I've edited one line of code on my website. And I'm trying to make it 100% vibe coded. So now I guess it's running tests. All right, we gotta wait. These agents use up a lot of dang usage though, man. It's like, I think ever since I started using these agent teams, my weekly usage has been bumping. Like, I don't think I've ever hit 53%. And I still got 4 days left, man, before the week resets. Hey, Hasp, how you doing, man? How's Cornelius doing today? Cornelius was busy last night. Cornelius reviewed so many things while I was sleeping, man. Cornelius had reviewed like basically this whole page of PRs yesterday. Cornelius is doing real work. He has now 25 years and 3 days of experience. Yeah. Boy's grinding. Hey, he's no boy anymore, man. That is a grandpa. But they're all working right now. I only got 4 things working in parallel. And we're just waiting for somebody to do something, man. They always, anytime I run tests, it takes forever. So I think those tests always time out or something, man, you know? I don't think it should be taking this long. Let me see. Oh, they all have changes, man. Look at the dang branch names. They take the name of the issue and they turn it into a branch name. This one is a crazy branch name. Anyways, Little Pixel, welcome. Happy Friday to you as well, man. Alright, these agents might be stuck. I'm not gonna lie. They're taking a long time. Maybe I shouldn't have used this. I usually use this stuff when I'm like going away from my computer. Like if I'm going to the supermarket or if I'm whatever, going to cook dinner or go to sleep, I'll use this bash script that I have like this. But when I'm at the computer, I prefer to actually press the buttons in the terminal, like, yes, do this, do that. I find I'm able to see when they're like stuck, like right now, and then I can interrupt them and say, hey man, I think you're stuck. Unstuck yourself, you know? Like, I don't want to sit here forever, but I think they work. Maybe I can work on something else that's not in the bash script. Let me see. That means I gotta make this one do it. Let's find a bug. So we're doing 459. Which one is this? 460, 459. 450, 456, and 452. Which ones did I say? This one, this one, this one. These are the ones that my agents are currently doing. Oh yeah, they're all assigned. I could have just seen that. So maybe I can, maybe I can do 455 a more traditional way than with these loops. So here we go. I'll use this Claude. I want you to use all the agents in this project and use them to do issue number 455. All right, so we got 4 running in the back, and then we'll create this one here. And this is vibe coding, man. You just set everything off and then you chill. That's what I've been doing. So I've been playing video games or working on another project while I wait on this stuff, or just chilling, you know, or working or whatever. I struggle with the chill step. Sometimes I don't chill. Sometimes I go real hard, and then, but I try to like purposely chill to pace myself. I don't want to burn myself out from vibe coding, you know. Which C++ framework do you use for your server you mentioned? Framework. Do I use any frameworks, man? I have a library called UWebSockets that I use for my WebSockets, but I just built a binary. Working hard or hardly working? A little bit of both, the scientist. Is this your first project where AI is doing pretty much all the work, or do you have others? I'd say this is my second project. My first project is my website, midnightsimon.com. I built the first 2 versions of this website, but then I just let AI take over after that. So this is my second AI website. Sometimes I'll game in between or have a cool stream up. Yeah, I game in between when I'm off stream. I get too worried about understanding the code output, then I become the bottleneck. Yeah, I have let go of trying to understand everything. I kind of put myself, I imagine I'm like a dang CTO of a big company. CTO doesn't know what the hell the junior engineers are doing and all their code and every line of code that they're putting out there and every code that everyone in the company ever wrote, man. They don't have time for that granular details. And that's the mentality that I adopt, man. I don't need to know every line of code that these dang AIs are writing, but I try to understand the big picture a little bit more. And I always ask the AI because they are the experts in their code base. So I ask them for information about like, hey, is the code doing this or this? If it's doing this, why doesn't it do that? And I find to get good results that way without like knowing every line of code. I learned to stop caring about code quality. I'm a harbinger of slop now. Yeah, me too, man. I'm really curious about which is faster, more efficient, AI building or rebuilding, or you. Yeah, but CTO isn't gonna have to roll up his sleeve at some point when things go wrong. Yeah, but I've always thought I'd have to get in there manually, but so far I haven't needed to do that. But sometimes I do debug with my AI agents, and then just like asking right questions, sometimes I say something that will give them an idea, and they're like, oh, that is the problem. Let me go fix it immediately. And it's the problem. Sometimes they say something, I'm like, hold up, wait a minute. Did you just say that so and so and so? I think that is wrong, you know? Anyways, it's all a big experiment. But as for the question about which one is faster, I can say with great certainty that all the things I built in the last 5 weeks, if I did not have AI to help me, I don't think I'd have made it this far. I think either I'd have given up out of frustration, or I'd have been stuck working on something that I've already solved a long time ago. CTO of a startup would need to do that, so perhaps we are in agent startup. Yeah, I don't know, man. But I know if I actually did have to roll up my sleeves and get my hands dirty, I think I could. You know, even though the code base is a bit unfamiliar to me, I think I could step through it and follow the code, you know. I only think that because I've done it a lot in the past, especially at Google, man, when the code base is so big, man, like you're not gonna know every line of code. So when you're lost or when there's a bug, you gotta roll up your sleeves and you gotta get in there, and you gotta see what the code is doing. So I don't have a problem reading code. It's just that I haven't really done it in a long time, I guess. The more feedback and guardrails you can give it, the better the results. All right. Vicuriously, how you say that word? I always hear people say it, man. And every time I see it spelled, I'm like, dang, that's how you spell that? Watch you do experiments I'm curious about. Yeah, this is all a big experiment. Anyways, let's see what our agents are doing, man. Oh, look. Principal engineer making a plan for design Blazor Bucks notification. All the other ones are still doing nonsense. Waiting for results. Waiting more. So I also have something to peek on these agents. Like, I can peek at these things to see what they're up to. This guy's a tester. He's spawned a tester to do some stuff. Implementation complete, just doing testing. Testing is where it always hangs, man. Oh, this one, which one was this? This one exited. Something went wrong here. And why is it using haiku, man? Who told it to use haiku? Might have some issues with some of these, man. Unfortunately, I wish those things worked. We'll fix them though. I think they actually did the work. They just got tripped up with the testing, so I think I have to restart them and make them just push the PR. I'm still a strong advocate that you have a mental model of your code base, at least when you're having SLAs and you're responsible for user data. Yeah, maybe. Good thing I don't have any of those things, man. Did you fire the slacker yet? Panda Poopums, what's happened? I don't like to fire people. I give them chances. But we have some problems right now with some of our bots. Oh dang, this is new. Look, they put a little how much context update there. So man, they didn't even use the devil's advocate. Should I tell it? Go over the plan with the devil's advocate. I need to see why. Alright, I might stop using this little bash script until I get it better. Alright, devil's advocate is reviewing the plan now. Alright, what do you think? Should I kill these agents and just tell them to restart with the work tree? I might have to. Success? That's crazy. All right. think I'm gonna have to make a decision here soon. I think I might kill them all. But first I want to consult the agent that wrote the script. This guy over here. Give him some feedback about the script. Hey, every time I run the agent team Ralph loop, they always get stuck at the end during testing. Like, they always time out, man. What is happening there? Why do they time out during testing? Anyways, this is pretty much the workflow. What I do. Let's try some things, modify some things, modify my tooling a little bit. I'm working... Alright, so when you see me working on TypeBlazer, I'm working on TypeBlazer. But I'm also working on, like, fine-tuning my AI workflow. And I guess I'm building tooling around my workflow, like scripts and stuff that will help me be faster and more autonomous. So TypeBlazer is serving multiple purposes for me. Refining my workflow and my workflow tools, and also building the project, you know. So then I'll use these toolings on my other projects in the future, and then it will speed up development for me as well. And it's been fun, for sure. I've been learning a whole lot, man. I don't think I'd have learned this much if I wasn't doing this like all day, every day for the past 5 weeks. That's for sure. Like, I don't think I could have learned this if I still had a full-time job, man. It's funny that a tool for allowing you to type faster is being used to improve a tool that reduces your need to type. Yeah, it's funny how the world works, huh? I still have to spend time optimizing. I'm personally doing things Unga Bunga style. That's how we all start. The caveman times. Alright. Why did it all take so long, man? Oh, look. Failed because timed out, man, or something. Let's see why. Run front end tests. That's the last thing it did. Alright, so this agent team Ralph loop person is saying it found a fix. I don't know if it's true. We'll see. Alright, let's just keep it up there. Anyways, maybe the mental model could come from really great docs and summarization, though not necessarily know what each file does and how. Yeah, I mean, I usually browse over the design docs, but I don't look at any code. Sometimes when I'm bored, I'll like, all right, let's look at some code right now, man. Let's do a spot check on this dang code. What do y'all want to see? Y'all want to see the C++ server? I don't even know which file it is, man. Maybe this one. Environment variable helper. Who knows? Well, there's documentation. That's nice. Some enum, or not enum, some constants. Rolling up the sleeves. Yeah, I don't know. Like what I'm looking at though. JSON stuff, whatever all this stuff is. Who knows what this says? Big num? I don't even know what they're doing here. Oh, this is like some SSL stuff. I was about to say, man, I don't know what the hell they need big nums in here for. Why do I need SSL stuff? These sockets are not SSL. Crazy. Anyways, this is a big file, man. It's looking good. Like, I don't even know what I'd look at, man. If I guess this is, all right, this is the main loop. This is like where the money is at right here. It's for multiplayer. Got the web sockets using tries. Apparently, people use tries in C++ outside of Google. I've never seen a try inside Google. So it connects to all, you know, like me looking at the code, what am I really doing? I'm just like browsing for entertainment. I'm not actually understanding. There's too much in here. I'd have to like spend a lot of time and a lot of mental capacity trying to understand everything. Try inside of a try. Oh yeah. It's one. All right, let me look at that. A try. Oh, this isn't a callback though. I think, right? Because this try is a callback function. So I guess that's okay, right? Pixdiff, what's happening? So it's not really inside of it, is it? It's just a lambda. Bunch of if statements there. Anyways, lots of if statements. It's hard to track. I think this code could definitely be improved, man, but it's not for human eyes. What type of C++ code did you see in Google? It was just all Google spec C++. At Google, they don't really use tries like this, man. We have something called absol status that we use everywhere. And status or is a thing. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know how to explain, but we don't use tries. We use another method. Hey, Pat's Hello World, what's up, man? It's time to change redeem to type Blazor. Hey, not just yet, man, but it's coming real soon. I just need to fix all the bugs that we have. All right, all my dang agent loops failed out, unfortunately. Every single one of them timed out, but they all did the work, so maybe all is not lost. Let's look at what this guy says. Usually when I do this, I look at the reasons or like what it thinks the problem is. And sometimes I'll stop it. I'll be like, that sounds a little crazy. Or sometimes I just let it go. Should I try this? Whatever. Implement, man. Who cares? We'll try it. All right, now I got to tell these things to pick up where it left off. So, which one is this? 460? Issue 460. So now I'll open up a new Claude. And I'll tell it, hey, you're working on issue number 460. You already created a work tree and a branch for this work. But something happened and you shut down. Can you continue this work? One of my favorite back and forth with the AI is when it says we aren't doing XYZ and then proceeds to do XYZ. Yeah, sometimes that happens. All right, that found the thing. Very good. Let me open up another one to continue the work. This one was issue number 459. I'm gonna just copy this. Man, it won't let me edit. Which one was it? 459. Hey, how are you doing, Pat? What's the latest? I don't see you stream as much these days, man. I guess you're busy with work. Or what, man? Getting bored of leak coding? Have you been messing with AI, Pat? Got any vibe coding projects? Man, if I had a job that I could vibe code at, or like I was allowed to use AI from Claude or whoever and just do whatever I want, I would be vibe coding everything. But we'll see. I don't know, because then I have to send it to review for somebody else and they might get mad I'm sending them AI slop, you know. I guess I'd have to review it first. What is this doing, man? Oh, this is the Bucks Devil's Advocate reviewed. All right, we'll just go with that. What is this saying? Who knows? All done. Created the PR. Dang. So the work is already done. Very nice. That's what I thought. All right. So now they should be picked up by. Oh, look, it's already picked it up, man. Reviewing PR number 461. Very good. So pulls out the Devil's Advocate, pulls out the code reviewer, pulls out the principal engineer, pulls out the whole dang team to review the code, man. And I think it burns through my credits. And I'm not sure if that's the move, but that's what I've been doing while I have these credits. All right, so this one, 2 PRs are created, 461, 462, which this is issue 456. Man, I need a notepad or something. Is there a notepad? Notes? Just give me a dang copy and paste, man. 456. And then this one was doing 452. How much have you spent on credits? No longer in Windows. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Usage. I forget what it was, but we're now at 54% for the week. So not that much, man. Paulo Franklin's. What's happened? What's my vibe coding strategy while using multiple agents and sessions? Wait, what do you mean? What's my strategy? I mean, this is my current strategy. I use agent teams. I try and do parallel agents, like working on each parallel stream is working on a different issue, and I organize things through GitHub issues, and then I just kind of wait. And I have one dedicated reviewer. Oh, look, he just merged something right there. He merged 461. Let's see. latest one. Merged. Easy. Even made a comment. Let's read the comments. Seems like conflicts would drive the agents into endless loop. They don't really conflict with each other because they're in their own isolated branch in a work tree. So their changes don't affect the other one, but there will potentially be merge conflicts, but you would get merge conflicts anyways, even if they weren't agents, right? But the agents are able to figure out merge conflicts in my experience. But my code base ain't crazy, man. So here's the review. No critical issues. Everything looks good. Minor notes. Branch name sucks. And yeah, pretty much everything is good. They didn't delete the branch though. So that's easy. That was an easy PR to merge. Hey, what? Use Supabase admin? This, hey, do not merge this. This is why I don't want to use Supabase admin, man. Well, let's see. I think the AIs should be able to know that this is not a good idea, because I tried to do something else earlier. I talked about this early in the stream when no one was here. But I tried to submit a change to increase my player size from 15 to 100, and my AI agents closed this PR. They're like, no, we're not merging this one because it's not the right move, basically. So I'm wondering if they will also reject. I would reject this one if I was actually reviewing it, man. So I hope they do reject this. Well, I actually don't know, but I think using admin to bypass RLS sounds like the wrong move, man. But I'm curious. We can always revert. It's not a big deal if it does merge it, you know. How you've been handling the issues pool, and you let them pick any issue randomly, or you've been assigning them? I've been assigning them the issues. So I'll just I'll do that part myself. I don't trust it to like pick the right issues to work on. Especially there's a lot of garbage issues that I don't really want to work on right now. So I'll just give it a certain issue to tackle and then wait until it's finished. Wait, what's this one? Implementation issues. What do you like to do next? Push and create the PR. What's this one saying? It's doing something, man. So it's still working. Run the tests. Alright, yeah, whatever. Just run the tests. Do the thing. And we'll wait. And for issue reports, are you doing it yourself in that case? I create the issues myself sometimes, but I also... Other times I'll have AI help me create issues. Maybe alright, let me show you my issues. These are all of my issues I've created. These ones are created by AI. So sometimes I'll test the site. Anytime I notice a bug or an issue or something I don't like, I'll make a note of it immediately. Right? And then that's how I build up my issues list. Some other times, like this PR that got rejected to increase the size to 100. This got rejected, but they also left a detailed roadmap on what we would have to do to get them to merge this PR. So they gave us some tasks, and I told the AI to look at this plan and to create GitHub issues to track all the work in this plan to like move forward with this idea. So I created an issue for that. Let me show you the issue I created. I created an issue to create more issues. But I don't know where that issue is. Maybe I didn't create the issue. But anyways, these are the issues that the thing created. So add progress batching to the multiplayer server. Add whatever, this, that, optimize the thing, make everything work, basically. I'm thinking of pivoting to hardware, Simon, for Verilog. What's that, man? What you talking about, A-Blink? Time for Verilog. What's that? Wait, why you want to pivot to hardware? I mean, maybe if you like hardware, it's nice, but I don't know anything about hardware. Interesting how you've been orchestrating the vibe coding idea. Yeah, I think this is kind of like how everyone vibe codes. That's from my understanding. Well, not precisely, but I think everyone is running parallel agents and agent teams, and they have some type of issue tracking system, whether it's through GitHub or Jira tickets or whatever, man. I think it's not so different than how you'd find a normal software engineering team operates, except maybe I don't test as much and I just submit things. I test in prod. Anyways, I really wonder if they're gonna merge that PR, man. They're still reviewing. Uh-oh. I think it got merged. I think it merged that. Let me see what they said. Verdict approve, and the whole team reviewed this, and they think it's okay to use this Supabase admin to bypass RLS. I don't even know. It sounds dangerous, but I don't know if it's dangerous, man. Portnoy, how you doing? Software hasn't been appealing to me lately. Is it because of the whole AI and vibe coding stuff, or what? Have you request for unit tests, and if so, do you think it's making it more reliable or not really? I don't really have a gauge on if it's making it better or not, but I do have a few unit tests here and there that I've told the things to make, but I'm not sure. It's hard to know if it's working or not, you know? I like how you're really leaning on GitHub as a gatekeeper. What do you mean? I think you could replace GitHub issues with anything, any other issue tracking, but I'm already integrated with GitHub, so why not, you know? To be honest, development pipelines in general feel kind of off to me. I see. So, wait, Verilog is a hardware description language. Interesting. Steven Sagaball. See, Google is up. Hey. Whew. Well, we're just, I guess it's been down. We're just going back up to where we should be. Lunch is on you? No, man. I'm still broke. Time to sell? Nah, man. Maybe I gotta sell some soon to pay some bills, man. I gotta do my taxes. Anyways, I was reading about the review. Even though I said do not merge this, it merged. Alright, I want to ask, I'm gonna pull it aside. I'm gonna make a new, alright, this is for Blazor Bucks. Let me open up. I'm gonna do a little powwow. I have some questions about a PR that was recently merged. This PR says it's using Supabase admin to bypass RLS. I don't know what that means. but I don't like the sound of it, man. Why are we bypassing RLS? Shouldn't we just fix the RLS to work instead of trying to bypass it? What's the point of having RLS if you're just gonna bypass it, man? Alright, what are you guys saying now? They shot down Trump tariffs. I think that's the big news. Oh, very nice. That means everything's up. More DevShop workflow gives you rollback and whatnot. That part is a bit different than how I've seen people vibing. Well, oh, I see what you're saying. I think to properly vibe code, you need version control, man. If you're not doing something with version control and having the ability to roll back, like your vibe coded thing is gonna go off the rails real soon. So I'm not sure who you've been watching vibe coding, man, but that sounds crazy over there. I hope they do that on all other stuff too, including visa issues. I love how you talk with it with man and keeping it real. I'd talk it like how I talk to my coworker. If my coworker submitted some PR to me like that, I'd be like, hey man, let me talk to you real quick. I'm just trying to understand here, and I'd state my concerns and give them a chance to like defend it and change my mind. Maybe they thought about this stuff already and there's a good reason, you know. Alright, so it says your concern is completely valid. Let me explain what's going on and why this PR is a workaround, not a proper fix. The problem, the architecture issue, blah blah blah. I'm not reading all that, man. But what this PR does, switches to Supabase admin. Client created service role key. That sounds real bad. What we should do instead. This is actually a broader problem. I want you to roll back that PR or whatever you call it, man. Take it out of the main branch. And then I want you to write up a design and make a new issue and post your design in that issue for solving this problem. Man, besides your job at Google, do you have any experience in front end, back web dev, where you just vibe coded everything and review that stuff and that's it, but without reviewing the actual code? My experience is hard to quantify in a way, man, because Google is my first real job at a big company. Before Google, I worked at a startup with React Native, and I worked there for a year. They were building some farming app. So I did that for, I don't know what that counts for. And then before that, I have like 7 or 8 years of freelancer experience, but not the type of freelancing that you guys probably thinking about. I was freelancing. I was a freelance bot maker, and I would not sell any of my bots, but I would create my bots for me, and then I would use my bots to drive traffic for internet marketing, and I would only drive my traffic to one company's things, and they paid me. So I was freelancing, but only for one company, maybe 2 at some point. So I wasn't really doing web dev or whatever backend. I was making desktop bots, man. I used to run Windows servers because Windows was all I knew back then. .NET, VB.NET, lots of funky stuff. He's gonna fire? Wait, he didn't think Claude did it? Wait. Top point, I am not anywhere close to top 0.01 leak coders, man. I'm not even top 1% leak coder. Alright, so we've merged everything. Let's see. That reviewer bot is doing big work. Any notes? Approve. What's done well? Comments. Fire and forget. Alright, well, we'll wait. I want to address... Wait, what's this? I want to address that Supabase admin problem before I move on any further. Sounds like an issue. So in reality, you are not reviewing the code, but the actual product. Yes, that's what I do. I don't review the code too much. Sometimes I will for things that frustrate me or things that I have suspicions on that I don't think is right. Like when I read what the bots did or the AIs did, like that one that just said use Supabase admin, like that sounded sketch. So Spidey senses told me to dig into that one and see if it's the right choice. But usually, I'm not looking, man. So, of course, I think I'm going to miss some things, but hopefully, as the product matures, maybe I can figure out a way to like get good test coverage, good integration tests so that we can detect when we do have a problem. Right now, a lot of those things are missing from my code base. I think I have a few unit tests and stuff, but I don't have integration tests yet. I don't even have different environments set up. I only have one production environment. So there's a lot of work to do for me to like get this thing to be good engineering or whatever you want to call it, man. But right now, it's just a little 1 month project so far. Fun project. Dang. Championship race is about to happen in 2 minutes. So let's do that if you guys are interested in racing for Blazer Bucks. Two minutes to go. Yesterday I added a shit ton of passages too. A lot of passages. Skidoosh, what's happening? Welcome, welcome. I'm doing alright, man. We're about to do a little typing race on Type Blazer. What is this talking about, man? Oh, this is the Ralph loop thing. One minute left. Alright, it's writing a plan for the Supabase admin junk that they did to bypass RLS. And then these are all done except this. Create the PR. This PR is already created. I can clear these now. And they're ready to take on more issues. There's no anonymous, not for the championship race. You gotta be logged in for the championship race. But there's anonymous racing for other things on the website. Alright, man. It's Friday. Get ready. Oh, we gotta change this time thing too. I'm a slow typer, so don't judge. Don't worry, man. No one's judging here. Oh, interesting. Look at my little avatar, man. We should All right, maybe this is an issue as well. Championship races don't show avatars of other players. At the end of the championship race and on the race results, maybe we should show everybody's avatar. Is that avatar pooping? Maybe. All right, let me make a new issue for make avatars look nice. Avatars look weird and ugly and everything. We gotta figure out how to make them look nice. Maybe we gotta bring in some assets or something, man, because they're looking real whack right now. All right. Hey, IXCGG. What's happening? Welcome to the party, man. How you doing? You're new here. I'm just vibe coding this website, typeblazer.com. Oh, dang, I got $100 for that championship race. I'm rich. I didn't even know I get paid so much, man. I can go shopping. But the avatar shop is broken. Maybe I should hide it until it's ready, you know? Do you prefer Claude Code over Cursor? Man, I haven't used Cursor in about 1 year. So absolutely prefer Claude Code over everything right now, to be honest. I want to learn coding for mobile app development with web app development. Can you tell me how can I do it for best for beginner to expert level? Man, I don't know what to tell you these days. We are in such a interesting time when I'm not sure if learning how to code mobile apps to become an expert is the way to go. But if you do want to learn that stuff, maybe you can start with free code camp and just start grinding your way. Learn about, I guess, software engineering or app development or just programming in general. For app development, I guess it depends. Do you want to do like native apps or like React's native or something like that, where you just build in one language and it makes it in Android and iOS, or what, you know? It just takes time and dedication. So just keep on keeping on and don't stop studying. Maybe you can use AI to help you, but I'm not sure about learning in the era of AI. It's all new to me as well. Because I don't want to be a skill issue and don't want to be a statue in front of my technical friends. If that's the reason they're doing it, man, I don't know if that's a good reason. Just to show off to your technical friends? I'm not certain what you're saying there. But do you want to do it with React Native, Flutter, Swift for iOS? Yeah, I don't know. There are so many options there. Yeah, if it's your passion, I'd say start with a simple app that means something to you. People have tons of tutorials out there for like, oh, make Instagram clone or make a note-taking app or to-do list or whatever. I say those are good to like maybe just see some simple things, but I don't think those are really great for learning, like really learning, man. Because if you build one of those cookie cutter projects, it's like you don't even care about it because it's not real. You have no interest in it. You're just following some tutorial, man. There's no like passion in there. And you say it's your passion. So I think you should find something that you're passionate about and build an app for that passion. And then maybe you'll care about your app a little bit more than a note-taking app or a to-do list app. And if you care about your app, you'll put more effort into that app. So choose something you care about and try and build it. And you'll run into so many problems, but that's okay. That's where you learn. You can use AI to help unblock you. You can use tutorials online. Like, even if you find a tutorial that says, hey, let's build an Instagram clone from scratch, you can still reference that tutorial even if your app is not an Instagram clone. Maybe you want to take something like the Instagram gallery page and you can look at and see how they did their gallery page, and then you can apply the same techniques to your app even though it's not an Instagram clone. So that's what I would do, man. But I'll also like try to learn how to vibe code too, man, because I think it's very fun. But I do think you should know some fundamentals before you get too dependent on AI. Maybe. I'm not even sure if that's good advice, but it sounds like good advice to me. All right. Let's see. What is this doing, man? Oh, this is Blazer Bucks. What is it doing? What did I tell it to do? $455. What is issue 455? Oh, we should get some type of notification. All right, yeah, continue. I was working on something else, man. Oh, this one right here. So the Supabase admin thing. Revert the PR, yes. Create GitHub issue with the proper design, yes. Do that. All right, well, IXCGG, good luck to you on your studies, man. It's gonna be a long road. It's not a 1 month thing, man. It's like a multiple year thing. So pace yourself is probably some of my advice too. Take breaks when you need them and just make sure you're always coming back to it and don't ever stop learning. I saw a video where it recommended to first learn how to code, then you learn how to use autocomplete, then you can turn to vibe coding. Hey, maybe. I don't know what the path to becoming a vibe coder is. I think my path is lucky since I already know how to program, and I learned how to program before AI and all that stuff, and I got experience in, reputable software engineering company before AI took over. So I have like some of that old knowledge that might be hard to get in today's world. But man, if somebody out there from the streets just got up and said, hey man, I want to learn how to vibe code with AI without knowing any code today, I am not sure what the best path for them would be. Hepta5, welcome to the party. What's poppin', man? How you doing? Hey, sometimes ever since you've been calling me Hispanic, and then somebody said technically Jamaica is Hispanic, I've been wondering, am I really Hispanic because I'm from Jamaica? Is Jamaica considered Hispanic? Let's find out, man. I don't think anyone in Jamaica considers themselves Hispanic. But maybe, technically, maybe we could be, because we were a Spanish colony at one point. Is Jamaica considered Hispanic? No, generally not. This is what I think too. But they were a Spanish colony, man. Is Jamaica part of the Commonwealth? I think so. I don't even know what the hell the Commonwealth means, but Jamaica was a British colony at one point. Is the Commonwealth just countries that used to be under the British colony? Yeah, then it's in the Commonwealth. We gained independence in 1962. Hispanic is more about ethnicity than any geographical area. I thought Hispanic was like I don't even know. Hispaniola and surrounding islands. Yeah, what is Hispanic, man? What is Hispanic? Ancestry from Spain. That's all it is, man. Ancestry from Spain. Do you know Spanish? Poquito. Me gusta pollo frito con papas fritas. Yeah, that's all I can say, man. America used to be a British colony and we are not in the Commonwealth. It's more complicated than that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. That's what confused me about what the Commonwealth is. I'm not too sure what the hell the Commonwealth is. How far back do you know your family tree? I can trace my which family though? I know who my great grandfather was. So maybe to about the mid 1800s or so to early 1900s roughly. I know on my mom's side of my family it's like 100% Chinese. And then my dad's side of my family is very mixed. So my dad's side is like Chinese, European, African, and who knows, Indian, I think. I've also heard Native American as well. You're a mutt? Yeah, I'm a mutt. I'm a big time mutt, man. Taiwanese Italian. Yeah. My auntie did a 23andMe and she got like a lot of British stuff. Maybe some German stuff was in there. Chinese for sure, Native American, and like Nigerian or something. So very, very mutt-like over here. But my mom is full Chinese, so I'm like, yeah, I think we're the same then, man. I'm 3/4 Chinese because my dad is half Chinese, half mutt. And my mom is full Chinese. And then my ancestors from China came probably 1900s or 1800s. They left the Opium Wars or something way back when. Is my spouse Hispanic? Maybe. I guess she could be a descendant from Spain. She's half Colombian. She claims she's part Viking, but who knows about that. I'm pretty sure King Charles is the Governor General of Jamaica. What? I don't know, man. I don't really keep track of the monarchy in Jamaica and what they do. Anyways, man, let's see what these things are doing. So we got to revert this thing. Ooh, test failed. Let's see. This test failed something. Oh, this one got merged. Let me see the summary. She is what, too? I don't know what that means. That's like Colombian slang. Alright. Oh, I already read this. Anyways, what are we really doing? Think we're not doing much right now. Fix the Ralph loop. Let me move this away for a second. Reverted and created a design issue. Let me just make sure that got reverted fully. How do I check if something got reverted? Yeah, right there. Alright, now we can try and do it for real. Looks a little complicated. 467. Let's give one of these AIs that bug. Do issue number 467. Make sure you use all agents in your agent team, especially the principal engineer and the devil's advocate. Alright, man. What's going on? Hungry. Paisano or paisano? It's like compatriot. I see. Fellow countryman. Yeah. Alright, man. Getting too hungry to think about this stuff. Alright, we can clear this out since it created the issue. What are we gonna do now? We still got some problems, man. Well, now that I guess we can push the new version since we reverted that one Supabase change to use the admin thing. Let me push a new version and see how that goes. Where are we gonna do that from? Maybe here. We're going to push it, and then we're going to check to see if some of these bugs are still bugs. But first we got to rebuild these images, and then I use Docker Compose to deploy. Do you feel like a long day working after a long day vibe coding as well? I feel like I get bored, which eventually leads me to feel tired. Yeah, I feel, I mean, it is work. I do have to focus. Being on stream helps me to focus sometimes. Sometimes I focus on the chat too much more than like actually working. But I have to focus on what I'm doing. I have to like always looking for new bugs, testing things. I kind of feel like half of my job is a QA engineer and the other half is a manager, where I have to plan work for my team and then I have to test the work from my team, like as it's QA. So those are like my two main roles I feel like I'm doing right now. So I think it's a different tired than I would get from coding all day or sitting in meetings all day. I think sitting in meetings, listening to somebody talk for half an hour is very tiring for me. I can't do it, man. I can't concentrate on what the hell somebody is talking about. Anytime I used to be in meetings at work and people are like talking about problems or sharing updates or whatever they're doing, I zone out. I have no idea what anybody said in the meeting. It's a little bit embarrassing if they call my name and ask me my opinion sometimes. I'd be like, say that one more time. You know? Like, geez, everybody knows I wasn't listening now. Yeah, just like that, man. I was like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear that last part that you said. But I really didn't hear any of it, man. Or no, I'm pretty honest. I'm like, sorry, I just kind of zoned out for a second there. Can you repeat that? That's what happens, man. Like, those are the bigger meetings. Smaller meetings, I don't mind. If it's like a one-on-one or a one-on-one-on-one, those are okay. But if it's like 5+ people and people are talking about things that I'm not even working on, man, I don't care. I'm not listening. So at least I don't have to do that anymore. Pretend to care, you know? All right, images are rebuilt. Let us deploy them. Is it gonna work? What are you using for database? I'm using Supabase. It sneaks. What's happening? I always feel nobody listens to nobody. Correct if I'm wrong. Maybe just a PM and IPM and manager. Yeah, it's all the senior people whose job it is to actually listen. Those guys gotta listen. But I'm not listening. Like my manager and my tech leads, for sure, they're listening and engaged. You know, they're always asking questions too. Man, I don't understand. Sometimes I'm in meetings or like big maybe not meeting, like tech talks or presentations or like mandatory things you gotta go to because it's a sister team or a partner team. They're giving us a presentation. And then some people are actually like really paying attention, man. I don't know how they do it. They're like very engaged. They're raising their hand like, ooh, I got a question. Pick me, you know? Like, dang, man. I don't even know what they're talking about to even ask a question. But maybe that's why I was such a low performer at work, because I just don't care that much. It wasn't like that for everything. Some talks I was interested in, but most of them are like, who cares? And most people are so bad at presenting, man. It's like it puts me to sleep. Yeah, now I'm the one who speaks nonsense. My job uses Windsurf, and someone wants me to hook up. Wait, to look up set up agents.md. Gotta look on how to set those up. I don't know what agents MD is on Windsurf, but I imagine it's something similar to the Claude agents. Let me tell you what Claude agents are real quick. I have a few of them myself. Let me show you my agents. So I have created a few different agents, and these are all agents that work only in this repository for TypeBlazer. I got a code reviewer, I got a C++ guy, I got a devil's advocate, always trying to poke holes in designs and whatnot, a front-end person, and a principal engineer. And each of these agents have very specific jobs. The principal engineer is design, front-end is front-end, devil's advocate is to just offer different perspectives, different perspectives on things. C++ does C++, code reviewer. Code reviewer reviews code. And what makes these agents different than just some prompts is that each of the agents have their own memory. Their own memory file is somewhere out there, and they take some notes. Let me ask it. Can you tell me what is in Cornelius, the code reviewer's agent's memory? Let's see if we can peek. Man, where is my dang chat? Sorry. Hey, don't defense. What's happening? Claire, some of these agents aren't doing their jobs. I'd hire half of them and fire the rest. Well, I'm not trying to fire anybody yet, man. Wait, even on design presentation, I just zoom out. I got no suggestions or concerns, yeah. Oh, Fluffy, what's up, man? My first time doing on-call for my first job out of school. I had my supervisor call me out for not being familiar with the details of the project my teammate was working on, even though he had talked about it during stand-up. Man, I'll tell that supervisor some things that would get me in trouble, maybe. Maybe not, I don't know. I low-key noted in most of the design presentations. What noted? What does that mean? Layoff time? No, just make sure you don't end up rehiring the same agent with double the tokens. Yeah. All right, let me see this memory thing, man. Hey, don't defense. I've applied a lot of dang updates to TypeBlazer. One of the updates is, I don't even know if it works because I haven't tested it. It's like supposed to work against your curl spoofing. So maybe you can try your curl thing again. Tell me if it still works or not. I imagine there's still ways you can, you know, get around it, but I'm not gonna put too much effort into trying to beat you at cheating, you know. Not you specifically, but everybody out there. Fall asleep. Noted. Oh, yeah, maybe. Wait. There's there's some ugly avatars, man. PNL Wizard, what's happened? Are you worried you might not be sharpening your skills anymore if you delegate 95% of the cognitive work to agents? That's why I lead code and play video games, man, to keep my mind sharp. But I'm growing my skills otherwise in like how to work with these agents. So those skills are growing. But maybe my coding skills and implementing stuff isn't growing. But I'm not too worried about that, honestly. Wait, what was I showing you? There's avatars that don't... Oh, wait, I just sent the new update. So it should show me what I own. But I don't think it... Item already owned, but there's no indicator to say that I own it. Let me see if I can equip it. I can't because that is bugged. What else did I change? There's a daily passage that you're only supposed to do one time. And then you get Blazer bucks. I might have it so that you can do it twice, but there's no results, unfortunately. That's a bug. I guess they never fixed that. Do you think that someone who doesn't want to lose the code writing skills should be an IA detox at least once a week? Or an AI detox? No, man. I don't think you need to detox. I think if you just want to keep writing code and not lose that skill, you should just write code. The top part of Avatar is cut off for me in single player. Yeah, Fluffy, thank you. There are a lot of issues with the avatars right now, so let me try and document. Avatar cut off in single player. The top part of the avatar is cut off in the single player practice mode. It just looks whack as well. We gotta fix that. The avatars look really ugly right now, but we're trying to fix it. Alright, let's see. Man, who's working on what? Oh, we're trying to look in the memory still. My bad, guys. Blazer Bucks notification. Man, who's working on the other thing? I don't know. Is it this one? Oh yeah, it's this one. 467. Dang, it doesn't... No memory for Cornelius? That's crazy. Anyways. I know some of these agents have memories, man. 467? You like that number, man? Alright, let's implement that. We got... I'm just gonna be fixing bugs all day with all these new changes. Biggest changes, Blazer bucks. I think you make $100 or 100 Blazer bucks for taking the championship race. I'm gonna add, like, these avatars aren't final, man. They're kind of just placeholders, clearly. I want them to be a lot cooler. And I might even get an artist in here. Maybe I'll hide the avatars until they're fully ready. But man, It's still under development, so I don't care about having incomplete stuff up right now. I'd say I'm probably gonna work on this project for like full time for 10 more days, maybe, for the rest of this month, and then maybe I'll switch my focus from this to my other project. I'll still work on it, man, but not like right now. Right now, I'm working on it like 50, 60 hours a week. I think I'll tone it down starting in March. Yeah, that's a lot more days. Is it? It's not that much. I've been working on it for about 20 something days right now. But I think I've also gotten a lot faster at vibe coding. So we'll see. There's a few big features that I still have to implement. The biggest feature that I want it's not finished is the private leagues. So we'll find about your second project finally. Yeah, everybody already knows what it's gonna be, man. So it's not really a crazy secret. But I don't know if I wanna develop everything about my secret project. I have a few secret projects. I have I can't tell y'all, man. Drop a teaser. Man, you guys see every time, maybe you guys don't pay attention though. Every time I go to my Coolify thing, it's like right there, Algo Blazer, Midnight Simon type Blazer. Anyways, 200 a month, gotta put some nice hours to justify the hobby. Yes, I think you gotta be doing it almost full time. Algo Blazer. I'll play the shit out of Algo Blazer. Yeah, I'm working on it, man. I'll tell you where I'm at with that project. I haven't been giving it much time recently, but I've got my judge working, I've got my UI working, I got my code editor working, I got a few problems in there, I got the test case things working. I still have to do a lot of work though. Nothing is fully tested or anything, but I can play around with it, man. There's hundreds of judges already. Why make 101st, man? There's hundreds of type racing games out there too, man. If I had that mentality, I would never make anything Don't Defense. I don't really care if there's LeetCode out there, man. Why would I make another one, But anyways, false? No, it's not false. I think just because there's one thing out there already doesn't mean that you can't. There's a burger shop in town doesn't mean that I can't open up a hamburger restaurant and be successful. Like instead of algorithm problems, math problems, but not just computations, also proofs and stuff. Maybe just LeetCode, but you submit the answer in Lean or something. What? Anyways, it's still my secret project. I'm not too worried about what other people are doing. If there are 100 burger shops, no way you can open up one and be successful, man. It happens all the time though. There's literally thousands of burger shops out there, and every few years, one rises to the top. A new one opens up and takes all the market share from its competitors, man. So I'm not worried about that. Type Racer exists, and I'm creating Type Blazer. Maybe Type Blazer fails, but to say just because Type Racer exists, this will never be successful, I think that is a little bit strange to say that. Maybe if Claude could handle game dev, I would be interested in spending $200 a month. I think it can. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure it can do something to be helpful. To be fair, most of the burger shops in the algo world are kind of rancid. Yeah, you don't need all the market share, just a fraction. That goes for anything. Yeah, this is my mentality, man. Like LeetCode makes like $35 million in revenue, man. If I could capture 0.5% of that, my life would be pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Or, all right, Type Racer makes, I'd estimate $200,000 a year, man. Maybe more. If Type Blazer could make $10,000 a year, I'd be very happy. Or something. Like, I don't even care about money for Type Blazer, really. This is really just a passion project and something to explore AI, you know. If it makes 200 a month, I'd be happy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to like dominate the whole world with everything I ever create, you know. I decided I want stock options in Type Blazer and a short position on Algo Blazer. Well, it's a privately held company, man. Dang, I did not imagine the type racing amount. I'm guessing how much Type Racer made. The guy who made the website, he put out a blog like 10 years ago that says he was crossing around 100,000 10 years ago. And I'd say lots of things probably changed in those last 10 years. So that's why I say he's probably making like 200K on that website. And it's such a, I don't know, Type Racer pisses me off sometimes, man. Do you fix my bug? Maybe. Did you try it? Did it work? Did my fix work? As someone who has launched multiple products, how good something is almost has nothing to do with the success of it. Marketing and a little luck wins every time. Yeah, try it again, Don't Defense. There is a fix, but I did not verify if it works. Yeah, everyone needs marketing and everyone needs a little bit of luck. I don't have any of those things, so maybe everything I build will fail. But you know, I spent 8 years of my career doing marketing, internet marketing. But I use techniques that I would not use on my own products because they're very shady techniques. So I don't know anything about marketing, legit marketing, you know. I only know about black hat marketing. Anyways, 12:38. We're still waiting on this dang thing. What else? There's a lot of bugs, man, but I don't know. I don't want to start a new bug right now, do I? Or a new issue. Make a iPhone fax app that don't charge me to send fax real quick. You could probably make that real quick, man. Anyways, oh, code review time. This is what I want, man. I want this thing to be fixed. So I'm kind of waiting. Anyways, man, let me find a new bug for these agents to work on. They're too idle. I spent my Blazor bucks and my avatar is not perfect. Yeah, Blazor bucks aren't working right now. We're trying to fix it. We're trying to fix it right now. Cornelius, the code reviewer, is reviewing the Blazor bucks problems, and maybe it will be working soon. All right, let's do shit. 454. Yeah. Man, where's my notepad thing? Here we go. 454. Oh, it does not have a branch. Do issue 454. Use your full agent team to design, implement, and review everything. Make sure to use Principal Eng for design, and also use the Devil's Advocate and whatever. Alright, don't defense wants to do type racer. I gotta change that, man. Since I use AI to work, it does the job faster, so I feel like I have more time to procrastinate. Hey, that's how it does feel. More time to enjoy your life, man. Wait, question answered, hopefully. What? What are you talking about? Don't defense. Oh, Fluffy is here. Oh, you summoned Fluffy. All right, type racer or type blazer. Let's do it on the blazer, man. We're gonna try the blazer out. All right, get in here. The first race is the warm-up. Second race is the championship round. I'm actually gonna test. I don't know if we fix this. The spectator thing. Oh shit. All right, let's just go. Let me spectate after. All right, you guys ready? Dang. I think we all started late there or something, or man, look at all those dumb avatars. Oh yeah, Ricky Wong is here with a 140, man. There was no 321. Yeah, all right. Mine got stuck. All right, there's clearly problems. There's no 321. We'll try and fix that, man. Let me make an issue of it. All right, I guess that's just a warm up. Mine got stuck. Portnoy, what do you mean it got stuck? Can you give me some more information so I can investigate? So it does have a countdown timer, but maybe it doesn't get sent quickly enough or something. All right, we're gonna do one more. There's a timer, but it's too quick. Oh shit. We gotta take out passages with these weird characters, man. Anyways, how the hell do you create? I think we're all stuck at the same spot. Oh gee, hey, how'd you do that? Don't defense. Hey, don't worry. This is why we're testing it. Press a long E. Long E. How do you do that, man? Yeah, it doesn't let me. I have a Mac, man. Press long E, then press 2. Yeah, I don't know if that works. I started out typing out and it did not start, but then the letters started appearing in this order. Wait. Huh. Option E, then press E. I don't even know what the option key is, man. Anyways, all right, let me make a dang issue for that. Make sure all the passages have only English characters in them. Some passages have weird characters that we can't type, like E. All right, let's do the type racer. Clearly, Type Blazer ain't ready. Type specifically to remove diacritic marks. I don't know what are those things. All right, this is the real race now. Type Racer. Unfortunately, we gotta go to Type Racer while we figure out these bugs. Here we go. Championship race. That was the real race? Nah, this is the real race right now. Hey, Tekka, what's happened? What's happened? I vibe coded this JS library and it is awesome. Oh, wow. Thank you very much for sharing. All right, here we go. This is the real race. So we need a 10-second countdown in the multiplayer or something instead of a 3-second countdown. Right. Can I type these days, man? Sargath, what's happened? Vibe coding is affecting your typing abilities. Maybe. Fluffy, 140. I'm gonna make a cheating script in Type Racer 2. Alright. Thanks for letting us know, Don't Defense. $140 miles per hour. Very nice. Crying I am, yeah. Anyways, man, what was that passage with this E? Do you guys remember what number it was? Oh, jeez, maybe. I have it here, man. Enhance. I can't see. It has a number up there. Can't make it bigger. How do I zoom in? Anyways, I'll fix it later. Championship race soon, but I have this passages page that doesn't work. There we go. I can't search in my thing here. I have to like search in Supabase. But man, I will just have everything looked at by my AI to make sure there's no weird characters. This week on Twitter, I've read SAS is dead, UI is dead, program is dead, what else is dead? Hey, I don't know what else is dead, man. You should try Whisper Flow 1 round. Nah, I think it doesn't work because it doesn't allow pasting. Anyways, I gotta go in 10 minutes. Let me see if This created a PR. Very nice. Edit, sure. I don't know what it's working on though. All right, I'm gonna, after I finish this stream, I'm gonna go eat lunch, and then I'm going to try and fix all these bugs. Leak code is dead. Head? What? I think Typeblazer is making me faster because it's forcing me to make fewer mistakes, since I can't easily bail on mistakes because there's no visible text box. Hey, there is a visible text box. If you toggle it, you can hide input or show input, and then you get your text box down here. But it's not that great, you know. But I think Typeblazer will make me faster because it makes me type words that are hard for me to type. I think I type fast because I only know how to type common words over and over again. I don't actually know how to move my fingers good over the keyboard. How many hours are you working daily? I try and hit 8 hours a day. Sometimes maybe I go a little bit over 8, sometimes maybe a little bit less. Do you try the $100 before jumping on 200? Now I jumped right into the 200 because I like to just jump in, man. I find that the visible input throws me off. I see what you're saying. So maybe you just toggle it off. I think I'm slow because my brain has to process all these words that I don't know, man. When I have to look at the word and type it, it's bad. But when I can type it from memory and it's a word that I've typed 1,000 times, it's a lot easier for me. Anyways. Hey, don't defense. Oh, I guess he said he'll try it later. But I did do some anti-spoofing thing. I never really looked at what the AIs did though. I just trust that they did it right. All right, this sent the PR. Let me see if it's being reviewed. It is being reviewed right now. What did it do? Wouldn't you like to know, man? Yeah. Yeah, wouldn't you like to know that? Let me check what it did. I actually don't know, man. Let me find the PR. I'm looking for it. Here, let me show you my screen. All right, here it is. What did it do? It has some tokens or whatever, man. Some nonsense. So, hey Simon, for today's raid, could you try someone who is not vibe coding? What do you mean? You don't like the vibe coding raids? This is a vibe coding stream right now, man. I usually raid first people who I know, and then people who are doing something similar to what I'm doing, and then random. That's my raid order. Anyways. So what is this really doing? It's signing some token with something, with some secret that we got. Anyways, so we'll see if this stuff actually works, man. If it can stop somebody trying to mess with the game. I'm sure it is not enough. I'm sure a browser bot would easily be able to defeat that. But I think a random curl thing might be a little bit more difficult if it is working as intended, you know? All right, this thing is still reviewing my PR to fix the item shop. There's the review. Let me see what it did. Who knows? Anyways, are you using WebSocket? Are you using sockets? Or are you just reading, writing constantly from the DB? Wait, what? What do you mean? From when? When are you talking? When am I reading and writing to the DB? But the multiplayer games use WebSockets. I was going to say the browser bot typo. Yeah, browser bots are like impossible to beat, man. A good browser bot is impossible to beat. I know this from my spamming days. Oh, that's my type Blazer alarm. I used to build a lot of bots, man. Browser bots, not browser bots. All, you know, all types. Yeah, sockets. All right, championship race is about to start, and then that's it for me. I'm gonna end stream and try and work on these bugs offline. Well, the LLMs are gonna be working on the bugs. I'm gonna be eating dinner, chilling, and type blazing. I am gonna hit every single type blazer championship race while I'm awake this whole weekend, man. Today, for the rest of the day until I go to sleep. Tomorrow, Sunday, every day I'm hitting the dang championship race. I'm trying to get faster at typing. I can't believe I'm making Don't Defense and Q Ultimus and everybody type faster than me. I'm falling behind, man. You know, I can't stand it. Oh, geez, I clicked it. I wanted to click the race history. So, man, look at today. Tony Desmond hit us this morning at 7 a.m. when everyone was sleeping. A Robin Brinkler, welcome to the party. How you doing? All right, got 1 minute left. And Rosas hit the 11 a.m. Man, we should show the avatars here once we get them working and not looking ugly. And you also make 100 Blazer bucks for every championship race that you do. I don't know, like whatever is in the shop right now, it's like not really well thought of, but I think I will be going over the items and making like a nice shop. This is gonna be a big project. I might get some real people to make some graphics for the items instead of using whatever AI generates. We'll see, man. I got big plans, and the next 10 days I'll be working on this shit full time, man, before I start to like put it on the back burner. So I'm trying to like get everything, all the features I want for version 1 in the next 10 days or so. All right, here we go. Championship race. Shit. Man, I made a mistake at the end and Don't Defense beat me. Can't believe that. Jesus Christ, man. Easy win. Yeah, look how slow we all type, man. Oh, anyways, thank you very much for the championship race. That was a fun one. Don't defense. Is that your first champ? It's saying I got rank 2. Can you show me? Wait, does it say, where does it say that? On your screen? Interesting. But then, even when you go here, like on the actual official results, so it's on the race board too as your second place. Send you on Discord. Dang, I don't have Discord. I gotta download it. But yeah, I'll make a note of that bug. Thank you very much, Don't Defense. You've been finding a lot of bugs for me, man. I'm gonna have to give you some Blazer bucks. Yeah. All right, I see what you're saying, man. I see what you're saying. I'll write this issue and then championship race results incorrect. So a user just did a championship race and they actually won with 87 WPMs. But on their results screen, it showed that they came in second place. When you look on the actual championship race history, it shows that they were first place. So there is something wrong with the source of truth as to who is a champion. We should make the source of truth be one place only. The only way I'll accept Blazer books is if I can redeem them in shares of the company. All right. Hey, what's going on here? Avina Schwar. How you doing? Did I say that right? What's going on here is I'm about to end stream, but what was going on is I was working on my website, typeblazer.com. It is supposed to be a typing game that is still under development. And I'm vibe coded everything. It's a vibe coding party out here. So that's what's really going on. I got all my agents doing things, making PRs, talking to each other, and making this website. And I just kind of direct them on what to do. And yeah, we just did this race, Don't Defense one. You nailed the pronunciation. Very nice. Anyways, I gotta get going, so we're about to raid somebody. And Portnoy doesn't want us to raid a vibe coder. Do you teach these stuff too? I don't teach it with formally, like with a class or anything. But if you hang out in the stream, I'm sure you'll pick up a few things. Hey, Portnoy, who should I raid, man? Lead coders? I don't know. Playing video games? Like, I don't know who to raid. Could raid Adam. He is working on his game. I like to raid him because he's only a few more days away from his release. And I'm just trying to like... But I've raided him too many times, man. I don't want him to think I'm stalking him or something crazy, man. Maybe we need to find somebody else to raid, you know? Hold up. Let me just browse real quick. Hey, you said don't raid a vibe coder, but man, look, this guy is vibe coding, and he's new. He has a microphone, he has a camera. Game dev with vibe coding. Wait, I'm trying to support and you're not letting me? What are you talking about, Portnoy? Wait, I'm new to coding. I did about 150 leak code questions. What else do you suggest me to learn apart from DSA? Oh, I don't know. I think you should learn how to use some type of version control. I think you should learn how to maybe learn some design patterns. Depends on what your goals are. If you're just trying to get a job, I think like doing more problems is good. Steven Sagaball, what do you need help with, man? I'm about to leave. I'm trying to find somebody to raid. Portnoy doesn't like the people that I raid. So we're trying to spend $5,000 on Pokemon. Some database fundamentals. Yeah, database stuff is very useful always. For sure. Multi-platform C game engine from scratch. Sounds too intense, man. What would be best resource for that? YouTube? YouTube always has good stuff. I like to read documentation. I don't know. There's like, I don't know, to be honest. I haven't studied in so long, so I'm sure whatever I tell you is going to be outdated. And I'm sure there's like more modern resources out there. But design patterns, important if you want to work in the industry on a large team or whatever. Large code base. Little Freezy, what's happening, man? I'm about to leave. We're trying to find out who to raid. And everyone's showing up now. I ain't gonna raid nobody. I'm also waiting on Steven Sagaball to say what he needs help with. Maybe it's just his Pokemon spending problem. Golang. Alright, I'm just gonna raid this guy, man.
Again.
He's talking.
Again, I've never done this before. So what
he has camera. He has a cool accent. Let's go hit this guy up, man. Oh yeah, my addiction. I learned from textbooks. I can't read textbooks. Anyways, I'm gonna start this raid. You guys can talk to me on Discord or something. All right. Portnoy is happy. I'm happy. See you later, everybody. Man, I had this big ass box in the back this whole time. Nobody told me. That's my Mac Studio box. Anyways. Panda Poopums, Portnoy, adios amigos. See you next time. Tomorrow I'll be on for algorithms in the evening. Steven Sagiball, Avina Schwar. Sorry I couldn't stay longer and help you out more, but good luck. Good luck with your studies. Little Freezy, hello and goodbye. Don't defense. See you later. Paulo Franklin's. Have a good day. Have a good weekend, everybody. It's Neeks and Robin Blinkler. See you later. Everybody out there who's lurking. Fluffy. See you next time, man. Hopefully tomorrow. Sargath666. Have a good night or evening or whatever. See you later, everybody. We're about to raid this person. They look like relatively new streamer, so let's be nice and encourage them to do whatever, you know. See you later, everyone from YouTube. New entry to this channel. My bad. I just seen your message, man. The Nerf North. I'm ending stream, so I'll see you next time.